from Kiev. He put his signature there. Here it is. It's called the Treaty on Permanent Neutrality and Guarantees for the Security of Ukraine. It contains 18 articles, and there is also an appendix. Its provisions concern the armed forces and many other things. Everything is written there, down to units of military equipment and personnel of the armed forces. Here is the document. It is initialed. But after we withdrew troops from Kiev as promised, the Kiev authorities, as their patrons usually do, threw it all into the wastebasket of history. Where are the guarantees that they will not continue to abandon such agreements?
Well, that treaty document right there that was revealed by Putin basically shows Ukraine agreed to reduce its army, military equipment, and confirm its permanent neutrality. With Russia, the US, UK, China and France listed as guarantors. But of course, it was the UK with Boris Johnson and the Biden White House that deliberately scuttled those peace talks. Meanwhile, 24 hours ago, African leaders have expressed their positions on Ukraine, with the South African president calling on both sides to de-escalate. Let's get more details now with Oksana Boyka.
I think it's quite remarkable that Vladimir Putin felt the need to bring this agreement to his meeting with the African leaders. In my opinion, it shows the significance he attaches to this mediation effort, as well as Russia's reputation, because I think what he's trying to do is to counter Western narrative that the Russian military operation in Ukraine came absolutely unprovoked, and Western media and Western officials like to present it as this cruel attempt to grab Ukrainian territory, where in fact in the view of the Russian president, what Russia does is defending its own legitimate security concerns in Ukraine. And he was very straightforward in describing Russian perspective in front of the African leaders. He said that that agreement that he actually demonstrated to them had this title on permanent neutrality and security guarantees to Ukraine. And that was essentially the status quo of security situation in Europe after the end of the Cold War. Now, according to the Russian president, the Kremlin remains open to all peace facilitation initiatives as long as they are done on the principle of fairness and recognition of legitimate security interests of all sides. And he thanked the African leaders for understanding the context of that conflict and not submitting to Western pressure. Now, the African guests on their side said that they also have a practical national security interest in solving the Ukrainian conflict.
It has provoked problems in the field of energy and food security, an unprecedented crisis in its nature, and you showed you are ready to support us in removing the obstacles of this conflict. Thanks to you and other actors like Turkey and the UN, we managed to pass the grain deal. I am confident that Russia, one of the foremost nations of the UN and permanent member of the Security Council, will observe the UN Charter.
As a continent, we are being negatively affected in terms of our economies. The prices of commodities have gone up, particularly grain and fertilizer. And the prices of fuel have also gone up. And this is a consequence of the war that is ongoing. We would like to see further engagements with regards to the processes that will lead to